everybody, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. I'm your host, Christina, and tonight we're with the cast crew of Good Boy and Wicked. Say hi, guys.
What's up?
Howdy, howdy.
We're doing some more Kerbal Space Program number uno, and we're currently looking at getting a landing on the moon. So Good Boy, the con is yours.
All right. So, let's do a tricky thing. So let's first put away the solar panels just in case so we don't shatter and break them into 1,000 pieces. Again.
Fair. Again.
Yeah. So looking at the map here, I was thinking of where exactly we want to land. I'm kind of thinking in the areas just between the two large craters along our orbit. Such as if I add a maneuver and do us approximately in about 9 or so minutes. So basically between the two craters.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
All right. So I'm going to time warp us ahead a bit.
Okay. And Wicked, thank you for the 19 months. Saying Kerbal sub program. Almost got me to flub there.
All right. Now let's do the tricky thing of undocking the lander from the fuel transport. Hopefully, it doesn't go flying.
Does the fuel transport have its own core?
I think so. We'll find out.
Okay. All right. I'm in the lander. Are you in the lander?
I am in the lander.
Okay. I'm going to just try and switch to the fuel pod. Yes, I can switch to the fuel pod.
Okay.
So, Con is all yours. I'm back in your thing again.
All right. Well, let's deorbit.
Goodbye, fuel pod.
So this is the first suborbital flight we've done.
Nice.
For the moon, at least.
Yeah. At some point, do we want to try and do the Artemis 1 trajectory?
I have no idea what that is, but sure.
Basically, it's a really low flyby, slingshots out, and then it's basically doing almost like a 3 loops to do a full 360 around. And it's designed that way to make it a little bit easier for capture and refuel, I guess, if I remember the program specs correctly. It was for that SLS mission that they launched. Artemis 1 and Orion ended up being the orbiter that they sent out to the moon for this procedure. I'd have to do some research to figure out what their orbit was and all before we did it. Just to tell the folks at home, this is all hand-flown.
Yes, indeed.
Since they do see the mech jeb thing up in the corner.
Yeah, who needs the mech jeb?
Look, some of us do.
I would say it does have some benefits when you want to get rid of the tedious things.
Yeah. You just got to keep one eye on it. You can't fully let it do its own thing. Also, Cassie says, crash in 3, 2, 1. I doubt it, Cassie. Also, how are you tonight?
We're landing on a bit of a slope.
You'll be fine. Stuck the landing.
Yay! Time for science.
Very nice. Well,
all right.
While you do that, I'm going to go ahead and toggle back to the tracking station. Cassie is fine, tired but fine. A lot of information you took in today watching day 1 raid attempts. I know. Yeah, the day 1 raid for Destiny, one of the fastest clears on record.
Well,
the winning team, I think, got it in under like 3 hours.
Ooh, that's not bad.
2:25:49 was the official time. Thank you, Cassie. 2 hours, 25 minutes, 49 seconds from the point that they loaded into the raid to the point they hit orbit on the way back out. And that's with the difficulty scaling of contest mode and all. So I can only imagine how easy it's going to be once the contest mode is turned off in a little over a day and a half. And then I'm actually, we're putting the Discord raid group together to try it. Should be fun. Let's see. Command and control. So with that reaction wheel. Okay, so if that mounts that way. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, working with that piece is always fun. It's like, how do you want to incorporate it?
Okay, is it a 2.5 meter? Yes. All right, so with a 2.5 meter Airstream, still won't be that bad to deal with, honestly.
Okay.
Because I do have a booster that fits this platform. So as long as I can encapsulate it nicely, that should be okay.
Oh, did I just get dropped?
Yes, you did. I was about to ask, why you leave us?
Interesting.
Okay, so I don't know, maybe we... Oh, that's a thought. Take the scanner back off. Let's put the command module... Okay, do I have a structural tube instead? That'll do. That's a lot nicer. So let's go ahead and put in Octo 2. Then
All right, let's try this again.
there we go. So now I need batteries. Batteries!
You have a good selection now, as well as the nice large size solar panels too.
Mm-hmm. In fact, those are probably what I'm going to run. Despite the fact it's going to make the Airstream terribly difficult to build around it. I think it's going to be the better bet. we need RCS because this thing's got to be able to reposition itself. Okay, so center of mass is going to be closer down here.
Why would you need RCS for something like that?
Wouldn't it need to adjust its orbit slightly?
Occasionally, yeah. Normally I just use like main thrusters and whatnot. So is the reaction wheels to turn.
I can do that. Be that fuel tank. And then what engine can I put on it? Interior, maybe? Got something bigger.
Yeah, you'll want the poodle.
Poodle.
It should be the dual nozzle next to the skipper.
Oh. Boog, thank you for the sub for 1 month at tier 1. That's 21 months total with 3 months to go. Yes, Cassie, the poodle. It's an engine. Ooh, there's a single bell variant of it.
Yes. It's a little taller.
I'm going to leave it the double because we're already going to have a big airstream and I'm trying to cut down on that.
Yep.
Okay, so then science. Actually, communication, we're going to need relay antennas. So I'll put one on each side. That should do. And then, or should I do a high gain? What's the difference? 2G.
So the relay antennas allow you to bounce signals from other ships along it.
Okay.
Whereas like the straight antennas allow you to just communicate directly. I believe the relays allow you to also do direct communications as well.
Automatic store and forward capabilities as well as advanced pathfinding algorithms. What about these guys? There you go. Communitron DTS M1s, which are direct antennas.
Perfect.
With a 2G.
Oh yeah, that's good for Urban sphere of influence and then some.
All right, and there's the telescope. I don't know. Is there any other science we want on this?
Yeah, it could always be useful to have a little more.
Twice a lifetime accomplishment. Boog Nemo is not here. It doesn't look like. I know this. I know she's probably in a day 1 raid right now. Medium scanning arm. scan surface feature. So I guess
yes,
that's
that
not
is
what we
for
want.
like a rover's arm.
Okay. Really, nothing else we can just have up there that's rerunnable right now.
Yeah.
So let's just get a Kerbal engineering system in here. And let's get a mech job, just in case we need it for something. All right, so I'm gonna reroute. There, okay. So now get me sub-assemblies. Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I could Control Z, thank you. And this is IR telescope alpha. Okay, so now get me Orca 8. That gets it out of the ground. Let's do coupling, coupler. Actually, no. Let's put the Airstream shell on. And let's go sub-assemblies, telescope, IR telescope. Do
Oh yes.
So Boog, we actually already got that figured out. We're not going to be doing the Destiny thing till Monday since we have like a week and a half to do it. So you guys are actually good for Sunday. I was already going to have a potential issue on Sunday because I have to be down at my parents' place for most of the day. So I didn't even know if I was going to be back till late, and by that time I was going to be very tired.
Oh no, I was about to say, yeah, I'm fine with canceling if we need to, but that works
Yeah, no.
instead.
Nah, we're more than okay to keep going. Nemo wants to do it anyways, so
Perfect.
you guys are good for Tabletop Sunday. Let's rebuild this. Delete fairing, build fairing. Let's see if I can get a more gradual slope. Perfect. And we really didn't lose. Wait a minute. That's why we're having a problem. This engine. Decoupler. That one. All right, Delta V, just about 3,500 with a thrust to weight of 1.5.
Yeah, it's enough to get just about to orbit. What's it, non-atmospheric?
3,800.
Okay. So yeah, it's just on the edge. You'll be able to get up there to a low urban orbit.
Okay. All right, so this is scope, math, orca, VIII. All right. And it's autonomous, so I don't need a single Kerbin to do it. Also, Boog is asking, how is Quiet Wicked tonight?
Attempting to build something interesting. I can't quite get the helicopter idea to work because holy shit, is it more complicated than I thought. So I am still building a science aircraft that will ideally take off and land vertically. I'm just busy cramming science into a Mark III cargo bay.
Always a fun time.
All right. We're headed spaceward. And Dino just picked up that we're live.
Lots a little behind today.
Just a little.
It's almost like it's getting raked over the coals with everybody doing the Destiny streams today.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. That. All right. I have now landed Valentina at the Minmus
the hell
outpost.
The thing just flipped on me.
Huh.
I got for we already have to be, we're already screwed. Revert flight, revert to launch. Okay, good boy. If I save this, do you want to try running it? And tell me what I'm missing?
I can give it a shot.
Okay, let me just recover the vessel so we know it pulled it off the pad. And then I'll save it from the VAB and let you try it. We're not attempting to recover it, so literally just get it to orbit. And then if there's any fuel left when we get it there, we're going to deorbit and let it just come falling.
Okay.
In fact, since we're doing that, I can just take the landing gear off on this one. And the grid fins. All right.
So there's a little bit of weight.
Save. LMP. Ships. Upload. There it is. There it is.
All right. Let me open up that.
I'm also going to fast forward to you. And let me know once you're off the ground and I will spectate.
Okay. Launching or going to the launch pad?
Oh, since we have the money, can I upgrade R&D?
Sure, I'm fine with that.
That gets us through the 550s and thousands now. I think that's the max upgrade. Yep.
Yes, indeed.
So yeah, we can do everything now.
Okay. I am ready to go.
Okay, do I see you on the pad? No. Oh, there you are. All right, just waiting for you to take off.
All right, launching.
Fly. All right, I am loading in now. There we are. Oh, I wonder if I'm hitting with the vortex of the... I wonder if the airstream's wrong. That could be what the problem is.
Possibly.
You'll notice it keeps pulling you back and forth.
Well, that's me tweaking a bit, trying to tilt over more and more.
Gotcha.
But it does have a bit of a wiggle.
When you cross 20K is where I've had it spin on me 3 times. With different payloads.
Needs to be holding steady.
Yeah.
All right. Let it coast up for a bit.
Boog. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
And might as well deploy fairing.
Oof. That was not as clean as I had hoped.
Oh, on mine it was perfectly graceful and split into 3 that went around.
It took one of our solar panels off on my screen.
Huh.
The solar panel on the bottom is fine, but the solar panel up top broke.
That's unfortunate.
So, luckily, the one solar panel should still be okay.
Yeah. I mean, since I'm the one flying, it should be fine.
I was going to say, what I should probably do is just jump out of the ship for a second and see if it resinks. Space Center. Yeah, let's come back.
Why?
Nope, it is still very broken on my screen.
Oh.
It's even giving me the status of broken when I right-click on it.
That's unfortunate.
However, if we get another ship up here, we can repair it via EVA.
Indeed.
So I guess we have that going for us.
Which is nice.
I'm going to put us in a nice 250.
Okay.
Got that.
Gonna have any left to deorbit?
I haven't even touched the final stage. But for the booster.
Well, if you cut off now, you'd still have a tank for the...
Yeah, I got a couple hundred. I could deorbit it. Would you like me to?
Sure. Let's cut down how much space junk's up here.
Okay. And since you are... Okay, make sure your engine is cut off.
Yep.
Decoupling. I am on the final stage.
And I'm on the booster. I'll deorbit.
Okay. Do I still have solar panels to you, or are they gone?
You have one missing. Your other one is intact. Also, it's still saying this vessel is controlled by you.
You may have to then go back tracking station.
Yep, tracking station. And... Oh, I don't know which one's you.
I am the bottom one that has the most recent. The top one that has the longer time is the
Makes
booster.
sense. Okay. Fly that. You jump and good boy crashes. No pressure. It still says it's being controlled by you.
All right. You go back tracking station. I'll go back tracking station.
Okay.
And also, can I rename this vehicle? I cannot. Okay. Space Center.
Yeah, in fact, I'm going to leave the facility to get everything to reload. back in. All right. I'm headed to the booster. It's not showing your name on next to them anymore, so we might be okay. Yep. I'm back on the booster and I have full control.
All right, I'm going to the probe. And I'm on the probe.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and deorbit.
All right. Also, how many solar panels do I got?
2!
Yay! Whee!
I get a clip of that.
I mean, I'll just look at you from here and watch you.
All right, here we go. Boom!
Bye.
Well, that's a successful deorbit. I feel bad for continental Russia.
Do you, though?
No, no.
Oh,
What?
that's interesting. The Sentinel infrared telescope. I tried to do the start object tracking and it says needs to be activated on a solar orbit.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, this thing has 2.6 thousand Delta V currently.
Oh, good. So I planned it well. On accident. Also, I'm going to set my desk
slingshot
down
of the
here.
moon. Yeah, let's do a slingshot using the moon, shall we?
Oh, okay. I feel like I need to get off of this thing that's about to crash and watch you instead. Also, chat should be loving the camera angle that they're getting right now of me just rising into frame.
Meanwhile, I'm just straight up in the VA or the space panel. Flub is your flub for today.
Yep.
Spaceplane hangar. Furiously clicking to try and get this thing to balance.
Oy.
Because it's a shonky boy.
Ah. Cassie, can we get a flub?
I got too much arrow to the front, so trying to bring it a little more rearward.
All right. Where do you want the telescope going?
Where do I want it going?
Yeah.
Around the world.
Oh, it's got to be on an orbit with the sun, right?
Yeah. But you got any special requests?
Surprise me.
Hey.
Oh no.
Just make sure, we can actually get the data back.
Fine. Elu has to wait.
What has to wait?
Elu.
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 Keep zooming out.
Oh. Yeah, let's make sure we can get the data back. Like, I don't know. Can we get it back from Drace, or is Drace too far?
I don't know with this since
the 2G antenna.
DTSM1. It is combinable. We'll catch it on an orbit or something. You know what? I'm gonna just point prograde. Nah, I will do a slingshot, I guess. Just get a little extra oomph out of it.
Alrighty. How's the probe handling it? Feel good?
Oh yeah, this thing, it's nice.
Excellent. So is there anything I should change about the Orca?
Oh no, it's pretty good. And let's see.
Other
can
than
get
I
it
need
lined
more
up?
Delta V to get back home?
Yeah, just a little. And wave to the audience.
It almost looks like a little robot that has a face and all.
Yep.
Kind of fun.
It has a little plate to eat stuff.
Yep.
All right.
I assume you're closing the antennas for now.
Yeah.
What about the solar panels? Well, once
Yeah, might as
we
well
do the
close 'em.
maneuver.
Yep. Speaking of which, let me do a little time warp for a minute.
Okay. So the scary part about Luna is I don't see the time warp. I just see us normally, and then suddenly, boom, we're now in the new area. In the map view, how do I recenter on us?
Tilda.
Got it. Thank you. So you're attempting a Mooner slingshot?
Yes.
I can only imagine what that trajectory is going to look like when we get there.
We are going to skim the moon at 15 kilometers.
Ah.
So yeah. And that will put us pretty much near identical to actual Kerbin's orbit for now.
Okay.
So I am going to hop over to the moon lander. And actually, no, I wanted to get Valentina back up in orbit.
Yep.
That's what I wanted.
Which one are we headed
She
to?
is on Minmus.
Minmus?
Yes.
Okay.
And let's see, she is the definitely not a new space station lander.
Got it.
Good. Oh.
Minmus.
Nice lakes of mint ice cream.
Yeah.
So here's the tricky thing. We also need to use the probe arm on this thing to survey a rock. So let me just rotate us around so we can head
Pivot.
over to a rock.
Pivot! Pivot! Please tell me we're talking about the same thing, Wicked.
How else do you move a couch?
Exactly. Okay.
Yep. Perseus is not strong enough this one. Okay. Main thruster it is.
You have your sights set on a rock over that way. Boog did not get the reference. Boog, it's a Friends episode.
I was gonna say you need to You need to observe more friends there, Boog.
All right, I think I can stick the landing.
You've done this a million times, so probably.
All right, now I gotta mess it up. You don't see the
Wicked.
rock on my screen, on your screen, do you?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
The episode, the one with the baby shower, where all the guys are playing that game show, because I think it was Chandler was trying to become a game show host. Do you remember that one?
I have not actually watched Friends in a very long time.
That was a fun episode. Basically, they give him this like really complex ass rule book that he has to learn, and before he does his whole audition. And so he has the other two guys help him learn it by playing the game. And they get all the way through the episode, and there is some crazy crap that happens. And finally, you get to the point where he's going to audition. He walks in and he starts talking about, okay, so when do we get to the Golden Monkey Hut and all? And they're like, oh, didn't your agent send you the update? Oh no, the original game rules tested very poor with audiences, so we scrapped all that. It's just a normal game show now. And the look of defeat on Chandler's face. And he just goes, yeah, no, I'm done. And he walks out.
Well,
Apparently, this stone does not count as the correct type.
Really?
It's just a generic scattering decoration.
Oh, Boog's been watching some College Humor.
also, can we have permission to hire people?
Go for it.
May need to upgrade the agency.
Yeah, we need to upgrade the space complex.
Do we have enough
Astronaut
money?
complex.
We have some tourists that didn't ever transfer. Okay. So scanning the hillside using a really zoom outy stuff, I think I may have found one.
Okay. And yes, Game Changer is a lot of fun, Boog. Any episode with Brennan on is sure to be a good one. The Noise Boys episodes are always great.
So I think I may have seen a rock on this side. I am going to be doing a bit of a physics warp.
Okay. I saw the previews for that one, Boog. That was so good. Contestants, you have 1 hour to escape the green room. And then in the preview, Lou like almost immediately smashes a guitar.
Okay, regular time.
Oh, another time warp? Okay.
Yep. Because I think that's it. I want this way. think the new rock I'm aiming for is the proper one.
Okay. There are so many.
Yeah. This one has a slightly greener tint.
Hmm.
Because what we are doing is we are looking for a green sandstone.
Oh. As opposed to mint green everything else.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Probably start slowing down because that's not it.
That's not it.
No. I don't know. Let's go up the mountain some more. This one. I'm just casually flying the rocket like a plane, almost.
Mm. So once we complete this, here's a question for you. Do we want to try and build a base on the moon?
Sure.
Okay. Do you want to figure out what parts you need? And then I'll build rockets to get them there?
Yeah, we could do that.
We already know that my core state, that my booster will get us to orbit. If we go a little bit lower on the orbit, if I have 600 delta V, I can land that booster.
Yeah.
So, if we go a little bit lower on the initial orbit, and then I have a second stage ready to go, it may not even need to go into orbit. It might be a thing like SpaceX does, where before they circularize the orbit, booster one's already on the way back.
Yeah.
I will say, Luna does not like trying to figure out how you landing and taking off.
No. All right. Let me do a bit more of a scan here, see if I can find.
I'm going to go back to the Space Center and I'm going to start developing Orca 9.
Oh, before you do that, you want to see my monstrosity?
Sure. Get it
I'm
out
going
in
to
the
be
runway
launching
and
on
I'll
the
join.
runway in a second.
Tracking station. And Science Copter. You're on the runway.
And it fucking goddamn it.
Oh
So
no.
it put the tourists in the thing, and there's no other Kerbals.
Ah.
Yeah. By the way, the tourists are kind of glitched. They should have converted to crew members. They did not. And I even looked. There is no way that I can figure out to get rid of them. And they're taking up 5 of our slots, so we kind of need to upgrade the
Upgrading.
astronaut complex.
Done. Unlimited Kerbals now.
Yay.
Hire all the Kerbals. They'll all live.
Wicked. Would you say you would be a pilot or scientist?
Probably pilot.
Okay.
Why?
Out of curiosity.
Okay, so let's try this again.
Once you get off the ground, I'll be able to join. Okay, joining.
All right, I'm just taking Valentina off. It ain't working.
Holy wow!
Yep, went about as well as I'd expect.
Yeah. There's another one on the runway too that didn't recover. I'll recover it from the tracking station.
Yeah. I just reverted the flight, so that there's going to be another one to recover in a second. Oh well.
It happens.
It was worth a shot. It looked kind of cool.
Yeah, it's just the servos are too floppy.
All right, VAB. And actually, what I need to do is figure out Orca Heavy.
I mean, for that, we could research the super heavy rocket.
If we could.
Or have you use the 2.5 meter fuel tank slash booster?
Not yet.
Okay.
Very heavy rocketry. Vectors. Vector! Sorry. The Rhino.
What's your vector, Victor?
Still need to do watch party for that.
All right, I'm gonna do very heavy rocketry.
Okay. Because alternatively, we could have done refinery.
I guess we
Refinery?
can make our own fuel.
Yeah.
I'm not even seeing where that one is.
It should be after the telescope, I want to say. It's definitely in one of the 500-ish. And it's above the probes. Yeah, it's that one, the advanced science.
Convertitron. Okay. Well, 449, we can do it.
That can be arranged. I just have to do this node.
All right, let me see what I can do. Because the other thing I want to try and figure out is if I can get the multiple rocket on a single booster trick working.
Yeah.
So if I can get that, that's going to be like really nice. Structural. Go 6. Out like so. Now let's put what? Swivels? Okay, versus one in the center. Oh, yeah. That's definitely working. Definitely working. Okay. Let's bring him closer in.
Nope. Just loading. Cool.
Okay, is there a way to not have that air gap? Well, there we go. That'll do it. The engines are going to collide like that, though, so let's expand them out just a little bit. I'm slightly scared of that. I can't imagine why.
It'll be fine. It only has a max thrust weight of 10.
That all?
Oh. They're biggins. Let's just do another swivel.
So, by the way, the difference between the swivels and the Reliance are the swivels have gimbal, the Reliance do not.
So maybe have the center have swivel and the outside not?
Yeah. Reliance are also more efficient in atmosphere versus Reliance are. Well, Reliance are in atmosphere, swivels are vacuum. Because that thrust away is now 12.8 max.
Scared. So actually I should... Well, no, I need a swivel to be able to gimbal. Put that back. Yep, 12.8 max with 3.74. Oh, Atmo. Wait a minute. 3.16.
I just hope you don't burn up on exit.
Well, if you throttle down on the way out. Also, that's only one fuel cell. I'm actually going to 2 to see if we actually can get enough Delta V to bring her home. Oh, that'll do. Okay, wait a minute. Now I have questions. That's 300. No, let's not put 1,000 of those on.
Do it. That's how you get the really heavy stuff launched.
What's this one?
Just Radio 7.
It'd probably work. Well, so how much Delta V do I need to get into a good parking orbit? About that much?
What is it non-atmospheric?
4,700?
Yes, that will be enough to get up there and get the booster home.
Okay.
With some to spare even.
Cool. I like to spare. Makes my job a little bit easier. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the structural module together. Welcome back, Boog.
So I'm going to be doing a few time warps trying to get Kerbals home.
Okay. Command and control. Octo. Actually, not Octo, not yet. Get me the batteries first. Now Octo.
Also, if y'all hit the alarm clock button, do you see the alarms I have placed in there?
Class C asteroid capture, Class B asteroid capture. Yeah?
Okay. So you see some of them.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got 3 of them.
Yeah, I have 6. So
Hmm.
the
Okay.
ones that I have set for the maneuvers apparently do not show up. That is good to keep in mind.
That's a better size grid fin.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's get some landing legs. We need what? Oh, I need the... Jab. Place that. And get me a decoupler. Okay, why would I use a stack separator instead of a decoupler?
They act differently. The stack separator blows away both sides versus the decoupler only releases the top side.
Gotcha. Toggle fins. Extend. Toggle deploy.
Alright, let's try this again. Maybe I'll explode a little less this time.
Yeah, possibly, if you're lucky.
All right, this is the Orca 9 booster. It's going to be really funny if this ends up being the same one that works for me. I promise I did not plan it. Do I trust it enough to not run drogue shoots?
No.
Because I haven't run drogue shoots on any of the others.
Honestly, yeah, you'll be fine, but who knows?
Screw it. We're going to try it. This is likely going to be a 2-person operation. Because I don't fully trust MechJeb to get this to orbit. All right, so this is going to be the first stage. So let's go ahead and do suborbital boosters. Reroute to there. Subassembly drop. Orca IX. Save it. All right, so this point, I'm ready to do a second stage. Let's just hit X, save on that, go new. So at this point, we need a 2.5 meter second stage. And in orbit, the poodle is all we should need.
Yes.
The
poodle.
5,700 Delta V in orbit. Non-atmo.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay. Because that'll get you to park wherever you need to be. And then we'll put a decoupler on that, as well as an airstream. Okay, we need a drone. We need a reaction wheel. Put it as close to center as we can so it has a better moment. Let's go ahead and get this structural tube. Let's go ahead and get the octo. And we're going to need solar panels on this. I'll do deployable 1x6s. Four of them. Any reason you should need RCS? On the second stage, so the parking stage.
No, just the final stage should need it.
Okay, so with what it's got now, no payload attached, we're at a thrust to weight. Oh, actually, I need antenna. Hit them like that. There we go. We're at a thrust to weight of 1.23 non-atmo with 5,000 delta V.
Okay.
So that's your second stage. So booster 1 should get you comfortably into LEO or LKO, since it's Kerbin. So LKO or maybe middle orbit. And then it comes back. Stage 2 will get you wherever you need to go. And then we just have to design the payload that goes on top of it.
Sounds like a plan.
Cool. So let me go ahead and save this as Orca. Let's see. So you have the Orca as the booster. What do we want to call the second stage? Ooh, actually,
Dolphin?
could. Also, the numbers might change. Let's see. Airstream pops first. Okay, it's still the same. Yeah, we can do Dolphin. I like that. Dolphin 1. Save that. Route to this engine. And go. Orbital stages.
Now to fly Jeb home.
Orc. Dolphin 1. Alright, so now technically, what I can now do, save and continue. So now what we're going to do is go Orca 9 and get it placed in the VAB correctly. Go. Then we're going to come up here and say Dolphin 1. All right, let's fix our staging.
Oh yeah, picture staging. That will completely change your Delta V.
I know. Okay, so now we're going to go. This decoupler is here. Gives us this core stage there. All right, so Delta V for the core. 2415. So yeah, this is a suborbital booster. So stage 4, which is going to be the booster that comes home, cuts off early and comes back. You're not going to circularize orbit with it.
Okay.
It'll get you to, it'll loft you into space, and then it comes back, and then you'll circularize and do all your maneuvers with the poodle. And I'll bring the booster home. So now,
It should work.
the gear is the group, and then if we go these guys, custom 1 is already set. So this is, I'm just gonna build a default Airstream on top real quick. No payload. with a clamshell. And let's go two-sided clamshell. Build fairing. I'm just building a fairing so we can see what the air characteristics of it are.
Then we're good.
There we go. All right, so that's this. So this is going to be Orca IX plus Dolphin 1 orbital test. Save it. Launchpad. All right. So once I get this off the pad, you should be okay to join me. You're bringing things
You
home
may
right
want
now.
to swap to my view for a minute, because Jeb's a little toasty at the moment.
Toasty.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you may
Alright.
want to actually cover and then swap so you,
I'll recover it.
because
Yeah.
God time woke up to me.
Oh. Okay, so recover this. Done. You're in Munlander, or
Yes.
okay, so warp to you. Munlander. Maybe. There it is. And fly. And I should be back on your timeline now.
Yep.
Oh.
It's just a little toasty.
Just a little. What's your heat? Ah, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm actually rising back out, so I'm doing RCS just trying to slow down even more. And it's working.
Nice.
Although at the maxer I was burning 1.7 ablator a second.
Eee.
Alright, that's 136 science from oopsing into the mountains.
Nice.
Would have been
And
more
when
if I had
Jeb comes
scientists,
home,
but
yeah, when Jeb lands, he'll bring a few hundred with him.
Cool. So you're just air braking down?
Yeah, more or less. I'm currently trying to force my apoapsis down
Okay.
by literally just pointing straight at Kerbin.
It's fair.
now
Just
to make a fun
radial in.
Well, it's slowly trying to come down.
Oh yeah. Do something more like that, I think will be better. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm now permanently suborbit permanent. Yeah.
You can just burn the rest of the RCS.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing pretty much.
Okay.
Let's wait to bring down. Now let's hope these parachutes actually work.
totally fine.
4 drogues, 4 normals.
Yeah. Although they're kind of sitting on the tip, which sometimes, if you put them on a piece like that, they can sometimes snap.
Oh.
And the piece they're attached to will go, and everything else will.
Got it. Okay, so we're playing dangerously here.
Although, that's honestly if you're really just going way, way too fast and you deploy when not safe.
Gotcha.
Well, my orbit is now crashing into the ocean.
Very nice.
And that is all the fuel. Alright, if you want to swap back to yours, I'm going to physic warp and get down.
Okay. Space Center. Boog, did you get a chance to look at the Railroads Online update yet? Okay, I get it, Automod. This is a little bit different than that, though. We're going to allow it that time. Exactly, Boog.
I mean, who wouldn't?
Wicked.
What? It's a totally innocent statement.
Depending on the
You guys
context.
need to get your minds out of the gutter.
We're only going where Automod put us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Load that. Head to the launch pad. Have you looked at the new motive power yet, Boog? No! Okay, don't try and balance it on the engines. Got it.
Oopsie.
Yeah, normally if you have landing gear like that, you kind of want the landing legs to be the lowest things touching.
Well, for full clarity, they were. But they were bouncing a bit, so I attempted to deal with the problem by just removing the landing legs from the equation. That was not the right answer.
Boy, there was some sort of stability enhancing device we could use for launches.
Okay, listen. I will do a stability enhancement.
So we go from 138 science to 514.
Science.
Okay, start retracted. Structural. Stability enhancer.
And you said you upgraded the astronaut complex?
Yes.
It is still showing only level 12 for me. I'm going to try disconnect, reconnect.
Okay.
It wasn't showing for me either.
Let's see.
Trying to make a liar out of me?
Didn't say that.
I
It's
prefer
fully
loot,
upgraded
but
on my stream.
All right, connecting, setting synced. Ooh. I just realized I was ahead of you by a few minutes when I disconnected.
You
Okay, and
still
I
are.
still am.
Jumping to you.
And there we go. Now the complex is upgraded for me.
Okay. All right, I'm going to bring this to the landing pad and attempt a launch if you want to help out. Because I'll let you take the Dolphin to orbit.
All right. I'm ready when you are then.
Okay, launching. I'm going to try and save as much fuel on the way up as I can. Okay, we're on the launch pad. SAS is enabled, throttled up. And launch. Wonderful plumage. You should be good.
Yep, join in. And what's this lawn dart out on the runway? Come on.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna pitch over slowly.
Bye.
Have a good time.
Airstream's holding up nice. It's a 2-piece clamshell.
All right. Which piece are you gonna take?
I'm taking the booster,
All right.
so you'll get stage 2. Throttling down for max Q. And
Oh, hey, Jiba.
Ew.
hey, Chiba,
Welcome to science.
max
Just wanna
Q.
Luck, we're all counting on you.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm gonna take you to 30K and then I'll cut off.
Okay. Where are you gonna land the booster?
I'll figure that out in a second.
Okay.
Let me know where so I can go.
500 Delta
observe.
V.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, we're shutting down the extra engines, I think. All right, I'm cutting off.
Okay. I have control of the probe, and the probe is doing a nice little bit of a spin.
Okay, let's point retrograde.
Engine didn't activate, but there we go.
And boost back burn. Can I do it?
Try to land on like the runway, I guess. The island runway.
Maybe. Ba, 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 ba. I'm running out of Delta V. I don't think this is gonna happen.
Yeah, we may have to take off from like a different launch site, like a Boomerang or Desert.
Or I need to go in a different trajectory.
Yeah.
Shutting down my outside engines.
See, I keep forgetting to set action groups.
What I always do is set action group 1 for deploy solar panels, and usually 2 if it's a plane to 1 on a rocket to activate solar panels. If it's a plane, 1 will shut down engines and close air intakes.
I will say, on
And
the plus side, this is candlesticking very nice. Come on. Level out, damn you.
so this does have enough delta V to make the orbit easily and whatnot.
Nice. Okay, so what I almost might need to do is cut off a bit sooner. Instead of doing that throttle up after max Q, just give you a bit
Yeah.
more of a push and cut off.
And I would recommend doing a more vertical attack,
Okay.
as I had to go pretty vertical to continue the
Okay.
apoapses to increase.
Pick posted in VC chat and hi Chiba, says Boog. VC chat. Ooh, very nice. I
Hi,
like
Boog.
that, Boog.
Don't forget they're in MechJeb, or no, in Kerbal Engineering, under the land tab, there is the when to do a suicide burn.
Right. I barely had enough delta V if I would have just committed to the burn, but I cut it off because I thought it was still too high up.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Tracking station. Boog, do the triple finger or the triple point switches annoy you as much as I do when you realize that unlike the other switches, the switch is going to point left for you to go right, and it's going to point right for you to go left. Does that bug you as much as it bugs me? Like, I understand why that's happening because of what they're moving. They're not moving the frogs, they're moving the actual rail. But all right, and you're here. So orbital test actually went kind of okay.
Oh yeah.
If we had a drone ship, I could have landed on it.
So
Boog.
about that,
I'm sorry.
you can make boats.
Oh no. Oh no.
Also, I'm warping currently.
Okay.
Need to just maneuver node.
I'm sorry, Boog. All right, you already deployed the Airstream, so at this point, that thing's basically ready to come home.
Airstreams.
The shell. That's called the that's called the Airstream protective shell. The fairing.
I thought you were talking about trailers.
Oh,
No. That part is the Airstream protective shell.
oh yeah. I deployed that when Edge of the Atmosphere,
Gotcha.
because that's extra weight you just gotta drag home with you.
So you're gonna try and deorbit and land?
Maybe.
That'd be nice. No space junk.
Yep.
But Kessler syndrome.
But what?
Kessler syndrome.
Not familiar.
Wally when they left Earth and all of the junk surrounding the planet.
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Okay. Well, while we're doing this burn, chat to let you guys know what's going on the rest of this weekend. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing the finale of Cult of the Lamb. So if you guys want to see the end of that series, make sure you stop by. Sunday, we will not be streaming as I have some other engagements I need to take care of. Our next stream after that will actually be a week from Saturday. And it will be in Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And then, yep, playing now that the Switch has an emulator for it, I'm probably going to be playing the original instead of the remake. Although, who knows? I might decide to do the remake just to make things easier for me. Plus, it looks nicer. That's fair, Big. And then of course, leading to that Sunday, we will be back in Railroads Online with the coal update, which released today. So we'll have coal-fired locomotives. I'm even looking at a couple of changes to how our operations work, and possibly, we might have some sections of the railroad off limits due to MOW work because I am not made of time, and I am going to have to figure out how to get all of the work done on the railroad over the next week or so. And still keep up with all the other commitments I've got. So we might only be partially converted to coal for the stream. But I have taken a look at the motive power in game. It looks great. One complaint I've got right now is it seems like either the physics around wheels changed or the physics around wheels is now broken. Because the Class 48 can now do burnouts, and it never could before. And if you go to 100% brake in any locomotive, even at low speed, it just instantly grabs it and slides. Which, I mean, Chiba, you can contest this if I'm wrong, but 100% brake at like 3 miles an hour should not give you a skid.
It will.
It will?
Yes, that is actually real.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes, we have a lot of flat brakes at work because the new trains will just go, oh, we're low enough, we'll just hit the brakes, and it just locks up the wheels.
Ah.
And it goes, oops, that was the wrong one.
Okay. Then it looks like physics sim for wheels has improved.
Yeah, so if you go 100% brake, it's literally just clamping down, and you're going to start skidding just kind of like in a car if you didn't have ABS.
Even with like the old friction brakes?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's
Well,
more with the friction brakes.
because with the air brakes, I've noticed I can get to like 95%, and we don't immediately slide. But as soon as I hit
Yes.
100, it goes, whee!
Yeah, so pretty much anytime you have a brake clamping down on a wheel, that's when you'll have the slides.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, thank you for the expertise then.
You're welcome.
That means, okay, QMA has improved brake simulation. There's a couple of new rolling stock. There's a really early game log car now that's just a skeleton car.
Ooh.
And it's like $100 cheaper than the log car. But it can only pull logs. It cannot pull steel pipe.
Okay. Which is normal actually.
And then, well, the
Steel
flat
does tend to
car,
be heavier than logs.
the flat car can do steel pipe and logs,
Yes.
but it's $100 more expensive. There's also There is also a new version of the hopper, which is a bottom dump, so that it can dump into the new coaling towers.
Nice.
And it's actually modeled after some of the old prototype cars on the East Broad Top.
Nice.
Then you have a new coffin style tanker.
Yeah.
And then the final car that they added is they're calling it a stock car. It should be a livestock car, but right now the only thing it carries is tool crates.
Okay.
So I'm going to have to
'Cause they have-
understand the difference between it and the box car right now to see if there is one and why we would want to diversify our logistics over the two of them.
Yeah.
They've also got at least 3 new engines. They have what's called the 10 mile, which is a 266 tank engine with an articulated attached tender.
But that is, and the tanks are square framed, right?
Maybe. So it's an oldie.
Yeah. I forget which company that was for.
But then they've also got the I can say it, Ruby Basin, I believe is what it's called, and it's a 280 tank engine, which is an absolute unit.
Nice.
And then they added a tier 6 tender locomotive above the class 70 as the new heavyweight, which actually has the transition era Lincoln pin,
Buckeye?
but also knuckle couplers.
Yeah. Buckeyes.
Yeah, the Buckeyes. So, and those locomotives that I just mentioned are only coal-fired.
Nice.
They also did a they have another version of the Cook 2.6. We run the Cook 2.8s everywhere. But the Cook 2.6, they now have a wood variant and a coal variant.
Okay.
Which I feel like is overcomplicating things, because I feel like all they should do instead is just whatever's in the tender is what you fire it with.
Right.
Instead of having 2 individual locomotives for 2 different fuel types that are the same
burners are
wheel
different.
arrangement. Well, you start the wood-fired engine with, or the coal-fired engine with wood.
Yeah, I think came down more to like the firebox design.
Well, let's put it a
'Cause I
different
think
way.
coal burns hotter.
Well,
I think I don't
let's put it
remember
this
now.
way. Wood burns hot enough, but you're going to be never not with a piece of wood in your hand. You would need an
Right.
army of people to feed them.
Yeah.
Wood burning as it sits in the game shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But that's beside the point. I guess I'm interested to know, like with my class 48, if we empty the bunker, can I dump coal in it? Because that would actually be pretty neat.
Good try.
Because like the Cook 28 technically has only ever been a coal-fired locomotive. It was never wood-fired.
Yeah.
And like the Cook 26, what's weird is it has two different models. The firebox and everything are modeled the same, but one has paint schemes and extra headlights and extra smokestacks, and one doesn't. The new one does,
Okay.
which is again, it's sort of increasing the confusion around them because it's like, wait a minute, why is there two? All right, moment of truth, good boy.
Yeah, let's just hope this thing doesn't burn up. Currently, we're on course to land just at the KSC.
Oh.
Because, you got to bring it home, right?
Yeah. Spin for your life, maybe? Does I see a heat marker?
Not yet. I mean, currently the engine is the hottest. We may be fine. Maybe. Because we are going quite fast.
Yeah, overheat is kicking in, it looks like.
Not quite for me. I haven't hit 70% yet.
Oh, mine's showing 75%.
Yeah, let me course correct a bit. Means we will land shy.
I'd prefer it land shy than burn up on entry.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, problem is once we hit the next atmospheric pressure level. Granted, we're cooling off, so.
Yeah, you're cooling off. You're about to cross max Q. And max Q.
I need to come up with a new name.
A new name?
Uh-huh.
Where?
I'll say after stream.
Yeah, if you go all the way to the end of the locomotives page, Boog, you'll see the new Buckeye coupler engine. I'm probably gonna order a single one of them and call it Chuck because it's an absolute unit.
He's fighting me.
That little 10 mile looks adorable.
Boog asks, "What's wrong with Chiba?"
I
Boog's
will
asking.
explain afterwards.
Ah, okay. Boog says, "Lol."
Oh my lord.
May
South,
have done the burn a little too late.
you'll be fine.
Kill the engine, get a little closer.
Yes, Boog, you will likely have to join the VC.
Ah,
Oh.
ran out of fuel at the last second.
I was gonna say, I was watching your Delta V. It's like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, nice try.
Well, the probe core at least survived. That means we have a black box.
Yay!
Downside,
right.
the probe core is spinning down a hill.
Well, I think we're gonna wrap here, chat. We will see you guys tomorrow for the conclusion of Cult of the Lamb. This has been Custom Games. Everybody say goodbye.
Good night.
And, guys, I do have one question for you. Anyone up for some customs? Bye!